Dear students, welcome to my YouTube English channel, English with MALLIK sir. In the last classes, we have discussed about a number of things in connection with grammar, and in this segment, in the previous class also, we have discussed about the importance of syllable, the importance of capitalization, side by side. How syllable is very essential for the spelling, and that is the pronunciation of our students. Again, we have also discussed in connection with the parts of different the words, what is the importance of words, how words are very important factor for our speaking and writing, and this is what we call the game of words. It means without words we cannot express our feelings, express our thoughts, and that's why words play very important role in our speaking and writing. Today, in this segment, we are going to focus on the word classes, or in other words, what we say, parts of speech. It means the very natural, because parts of speech or word classes indicate the idea that they are just the raw materials, the bone and flesh of language structure. It means without parts of speech or classes, we cannot express our speaking, either speaking or writing. Okay, therefore we should focus or put emphasis on this very important chapter, what is known as parts of speech. Whatever we speak to convey, it's very natural. Whatever we speak to convey our thoughts or feelings is called speech. Our speech consists of a number of words which are the raw materials of our speech and language. It is very natural. In the last class, we have discussed that words that there is the purity of thought, purity of words, and purity of action. In the sense, this is what we call the three very important factors, because whenever we think properly, our speech becomes proper, and our execution of work, our work also becomes good. It is very natural. Therefore, word plays very important role. The conception, the thought that arises in mind requires word. The speech with which we express our thought also requires word. And whenever we give something in writing, or we do something at the time of execution of any work, we need words. So words are very essential at every stages of human life. Therefore, we should be very much careful and therefore let our students know very well about the importance of words in their day-to-day life. Right. Here we find words which are used in our speaking and writing are called parts of speech. These are essential for constructing sentences. Knowing how to identify the use of parts of speech correctly is a fundamental skill, is therefore the first important topic to cover in English grammar. Whenever we say that we are in a learning a language, a foreign language. It may be foreign language, it may be our language, native language. Matter is very much clear that without the fundamentals, I mean the words, we can't move further. Therefore, this is the beginning step of grammar to know the other essential factors. Whatever the items of grammar are there, without words, nothing can be done. In the last classes, we have discussed that how words are very essential for formation of phrases, different kinds of phrases, different kinds of clauses, and also sentences. So these are very, very significant factors. As we know that there are 8 traditionally word classes are divided or classified into 8 categories. Okay, as we have discussed that noun, adjective, pronoun, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Yes, these are very, very important parts of speech, because parts of speech as they are used they are used frequently in our written and spoken English. Yes, and therefore. But here we may take, but sometimes we find that determiner and intensifier. In a modern English, we put emphasis also determiners and intensifiers. No doubt, they are also some parts of our pronoun, adjective, and adverb. But if we teach our students separately about determiners and intensifiers, then the study will be more interesting, and students can know the importance of determiners and intensifiers. They can know what are the determiners and intensifiers, how they are very useful in our sentence construction, and hence they will enjoy the charm of learning. Therefore, we may extend the perimeter of parts of speech from 8 to 10, and then it will be more suitable on the part of our students to grasp the matter and utilize it in their day-to-day life. So here we find that we can take determiner and intensifier as 2 other parts of speech for suitable understanding of word classes. Again, now come to the matter in connection with all nouns and main verbs. So we have discussed already in the previous classes that there are out of all traditionally divided 8 parts of speech, 4 are very, very leading parts of speech: noun, adjective, verb, and adverb. Noun, verb, they play very leading role. And on the other hand, adjectives and adverbs also support or modify the verb, noun and verb, and now adjective modifies noun, and adverb modifies verb, and that's why they are the modifiers, and they are used to ornament our language. We will discuss in the subsequent classes. Today's discussion is based on the word classes and the importance of noun. And here we find the matter that on the other hand, here therefore they play the most important role. That's why these 4 parts of speech are called the content words. It means they carry the meaning, they are very useful for our sentences, without which our sentence construction cannot be possible. Therefore, they are called as content words, the meaningful words. Okay, and the other four, or we may take six, they are structure or function words. They just they are helpful or useful in the construction of our phrases, clauses, and sentences with the help of noun, adjective, verb, and adverb. Hence, this is the matter, and therefore they are called function or structure words. If they are structure words in the sense, if we separate them from the content words, they carry no meaning. And that's why they, whenever they are with the content words, they express meaning and they helpful in the sentence structure. But whenever they are separated from the content words, they carry no meaning. Therefore, they are just structure or function words. Okay. Here we find the matter that on the pronouns, and what are they? It means, on the other hand, pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions, interjections, determiners, intensifiers, primary auxiliaries, modals are known as function or structure words. These words express no meaning when they are taken separately, as I have already told. However, they perform grammatical functions and help content words in expressing meaningful sentences. Yes, and this is the difference in between, these are the differences in between the content words and the structure words. Yes, so this is the key factor to differentiate in between the content words and the structure words. Now come to the importance of noun. So here we find that noun is a leading part of speech, as we know, and here we find that how noun plays very significant role in a sentence construction. It is because it is a leading part of a speech, and therefore we should. It is because since the beginning of human civilization, man has been giving names of any things, any thing or any place or any person, anything. Whenever man found the flowing of water, river, that is what we call large pool of water, that is ocean. So in the sense that a tree, fruit, it means man started naming, identifying the things around him since the beginning of our civilization. And therefore, we use noun in order to name a number of things, so that we can easily identify and easily use them in our day-to-day life for our happy and prosperous living. Therefore, noun plays very important role. Wherever we may go, we find nouns. Namamaya, it means everywhere there are names and names. And yes, therefore, noun being a naming word plays very, very significant or vital role in our language structure. And here we find that to name any person, place, thing, gender, number, class, material, object, action, quality, state, feeling, abstract ideas, etc. In all these cases, we use noun. So, noun plays very, very significant role. Yes, here we find person. Yes, person, definitely. I've been in our family, there are number of persons, in our neighbors, in our neighborhood, in the school, in the playground, in our community, in our nation, in our world. Number of persons are there. We can name them, identify them with the help of nouns. Therefore, yes, noun. Again, person, another place. Number of places are there. I mean, it may be it small town, village, or district, block, state or nation, or any continent, or even the world itself. So usually in here we find that noun is used to name every places. Yes. Next come another. Think. Yes. If we sit in our drawing room and look around, then we can find everything, everywhere. There is different things, and those things are also of noun classes. So here we find that in our whenever we teach our children about the different things, bring the glass. Switch on the TV. So we say go to your bedroom and bring that piece of chalk or something like that. So all these are nouns. Therefore, whenever we let our children to know about all this, they can easily know and express themselves very comfortably. If we just tell them to give your that is what called red pen. Definitely pen, he will never give you the pencil, he will give you the red pen. So you see, listen the matter that the children can differentiate what is what with the help of noun. And yes, we may go to school, we may go to the playground, in the park, wherever we may go, we find nouns, nouns and nouns. It means everywhere there are nouns. Take the children to the world of nouns so that they can enjoy and they can remember. And yes, next idea that we find, that is gender. Gender. And we know that masculine gender, common gender, neuter gender, and usually in here we find feminine gender. So it means, in that case also we take the help of noun. And again another, number. Naturally, so here we find that sister-in-law, sisters-in-law. So in the sense, that how that is we use the matter in this connection. That sister, sisters-in-law, sister-in-law, sisters-in-law. So prince, princess. So here prince noun, princess noun, wolf, wolves. WVS. So here we find that how at the time of using what, that is number, singular to plural. In this case also we use noun. Again, class. So naturally, you listen different classes. That is what we call class of people. Yes, you see, this is classification. River a class. Amazon, Mahanadi, Ganga, and Missouri, Mississippi. Definitely these are names, but river is a class indicating all the rivers of the world. And yes, whenever, this is very interesting, mountain, a class, but whenever we say Mount Black, Everest, here the Himalayas, the Rocky, the Alps, the Andes, naturally. You see the proper noun. So remember, it will be discussed in the subsequent class whenever we will discuss a noun general noun in larger sense. We will discuss about the matter, all this in subsequent classes. And here we find material object, and here sugar, material noun, and it is material noun. Action, love, teaching, action comes from teaching is my duty, my hobby. So here, or my profession, the teaching is here the noun, that is gerund or verbal noun. And here we find action, love, hope, and all these are, that is what we call in this action. So here we find, and the matter that quality, honesty, bravery, smartness, these are also noun. And here we find state, poverty is a state, poverty, darkness, childhood, these are states, different states, conditions that can also be expressed with the help of nouns. And now again, feeling, what I have already told, that is love. So sympathy, here we find brotherhood. These are nouns and expressing the feelings of our mind. And therefore here we find the abstract ideas. It means a number of nouns are there what we cannot see, but we feel it, we just understand it, realize it, but we can't see or touch it. So you see, listen in that connection, that is, for example, so here we find love. We can feel the presence of that very important factor, but we cannot see it. We can, so remember here, this is abstract noun, and here that therefore honesty. We can't see it, but we feel it, honesty. So therefore these are the nouns, and here nouns are used to express that abstract ideas. Yes, therefore here we find there are proper nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, material nouns, abstract nouns, concrete nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns, and that is compound nouns. And here, and all these will be discussed in later classes, as I have told you in detail. We are now giving a short idea that about the world classes, and in detail we will discuss in subsequent classes, so that it will be more enjoyable for our children to learn all this. Today's class is basically been pinpointed. It means to know what is all about noun. Yes, noun or noun phrase is used frequently in our sentences. You should listen that yes, I have already told you, noun plays very vital role, and therefore then question comes, why do noun why does noun play very significant role? Therefore a question mark. Remember, always raise the question mark in your mind, so that the area of learning will be better, finer, yes, and you can know more and more. If you don't put question mark or develop your spirit of learning anything more and more, definitely the perimeter of your learning cannot be expanded. Therefore, try to know everything, try to know what is what. Yes, question marks should be there. Try to put question to your teachers, parents, those who know, and therefore, whenever such type of curiosity will arise in your mind, then you can learn more, and that anxiety of that is what you call thirst of learning, कुछ जानने के लिए इच्छा करना, it means that is very important factor for the young learners. And yes, that is a very essential factor, and so that you can know something more again. And here we find that how this noun phrase is used frequently in our sentences as subject. So naturally, as subject, this is a very important factor, that as subject, how we use noun phrase. So here we find as a subject, important. And the matter is here that as subject, and again of a verb, subject of a verb, as subject of a verb. Past discussion, that is subject of a verb. Here we come from health is wealth. Verb is here is, and subject. The health is the subject of the verb is, and therefore subject of a verb. Again, the principal, the family is our first school. Yes, it is very natural, because a child learns a lot from his home, and from his home environment. Father, mother, and elder or younger members help the child in language learning. Yes, therefore, first school, family is our first school. It is also known as the cradle of civic virtue, and the first school. And mother, father are the first teachers. Yes, mother's role is really very important in this connection. Now come here, family is our first school. The subject again family, and the verb is, and here family the subject, family is our first school, family is also a noun. And the principal teaches, for example, the principal teaches, teaches the verb, and here the subject of the verb is the principal. Yes, so this is now clear that a noun plays very important role in taking the place of a subject, without which no action can be done. Yes. Next idea, that is subject complement. What do you mean subject complement? We will discuss. Just I am giving you the hints. Subject complements whenever any noun phrase or noun is used for the subject, that is what you call subject complement. Here we find that subject complement, for example, health is wealth. Here wealth is also noun. Here noun. So how we find that health is wealth? It means what is health? That is also wealth. So here we find wealth is here the complement to health. So here we find so health is a noun, and here wealth is also noun. So here we find that subject complement, it means the word or phrase that is complementing the subject is called subject complement. Yes. Next, the other idea, that is family is our first school. You see, listen here, we find also our first school, subject complement. Subject complement. You see, so naturally, because question comes, which is our first school? Now family is our first school. So our family is the subject. Our first school is the complement, and that is what we call subject complement. Okay, the idea over and other object of a verb, right? In the object position also we find noun. So you see, listen, what is my intention? My intention is to draw your attention towards the importance of noun in different parts of our sentences. And yes, here we find the principal teaches the students. You see, listen, these students here, noun phrase, and mathematics is also noun phrase. Here we find we find the matter, that is noun phrase, noun phrase. So mathematics, principal teaches what? The students. The mathematics, whom? The students. So here we find direct and indirect objects are there here in this sentence. The principal teaches what? Teaches what? Mathematics. Here object, and that is object here, direct, and whom? The students, indirect object. So here we find that direct and indirect object, and the student is here noun. This is the article, it is a noun phrase, and therefore here we find that how nouns are used as objects of a sentence. Yes, again that object complement, it is also another interesting factor. Object complement means whenever the noun is used to complement the object, it is called object complement. Then how? For example, the students subject here, and elected verb here, NP, noun phrase, because these here, the students, elected, pratik is the object, and object, that the monitor is the object complement. So here the monitor is the object complement, in the sense the monitor has been used to qualify pratik, and therefore this is what we call, and pratik, which is the object of this sentence. The students elected whom? Pratik, and pratik became the monitor. So pratik and the monitor both are complementary, and therefore here the complementary means the monitor is a complement to pratik. So here we find that here we find that how noun is used as subject complement, object complement. Another idea, Gandhiji, the father of our nation. You see, listen, Gandhiji, the father of our nation, was a lover of truth, was a lover of truth and non-violence. Yes, Gandhiji, the father of our nation. The father of our nation is the opposition. And it is used to connect what? Gandhiji. Gandhiji, the father of nation. The father of nation is our nation is equal to Gandhiji. Therefore, here we find this is what we call opposition. Here we find father of our nation. The father of nation is the opposition, and it has been used to indicate Gandhiji. It means none other than Gandhiji the father. So father is the father of nation, was a lover of truth and non-violence. As we know that Gandhiji became famous for his power of truth and non-violence, and also another very interesting factor, that is detachment. So it means which is opposite of attachment. Gandhi became popular, father of nation, and also not only popular in India but also the world, mostly due to this very important factor of detachment. And here it means no question of attachment, and therefore Gandhi became popular, and even today all over the world, though he is no more. And yes, here we find Mr. Das. Again, Mr. Das has written an English novel. So here Mr. Das, here Gandhiji, has written an English novel. So an English novel. So here we find, and to forgive, just listen, here we find very interesting idea. To forgive, in the subsequent class we will, naturally we find that forgive is a verb, but to forgive is a verbal noun. It means is equal to forgiving. To forgive is divine, is equal to forgiving is divine. So it means in Odia, our Bhagavat says that Dandiva Shakti Jar Thai Sejebe Khama Acharai Sadhaka Sreshta Sehunara Sukha Dukharu Sevahara. It means a man who has the power of punishing others, if he forgives, he is definitely a superman. Really, he is blessed by God, and this is a godly quality. And here we find to forgive is equal to forgiving. These are verbal nouns, and yes, these are also very interesting segment we will discuss in later classes. Remember, and to forgive is divine. Swimming, as swimming also noun, and here swimming, it comes from the verb swim. It is a gerund, verbal noun. It means whenever we use ing, that is present participle, as a noun, that is what we call gerund, or in other words, a verbal noun. And here we find matter that gerund is used frequently in our sentences. Swimming is a good exercise. I like swimming. Swimming is also noun. I like swimming, like verb. I like what? Swimming, object. Swimming is my hobby. Swimming is, swimming the noun, verbal noun, gerund. Here we find that how that is verbal noun, gerund, yes. Again, the woman with the woman with long hair. Very interesting. The woman with long hair is my mother. Interesting. Then, just for example, the woman with, in prepositional phrase also. This is, you see, the woman, here we find the woman. The woman with, the woman is here subject with long hair. So here is a noun, adjective, long with preposition. So here we find this is prepositional phrase because beginning with a preposition with. So is my mother. Here my mother is also noun phrase. Mother is a noun. So my phrase. So here we find that the woman with long hair is my mother. So this is very interesting idea. The woman with, it means the woman having long hair. So is my mother, and therefore here we find woman, hair, mother. Here all these are nouns, and these are noun phrases. The woman noun phrase with long hair, prepositional phrase, but without noun it is incomplete, and long is adjective. My mother, my pronoun, and mother is the noun. and hence it is very much clear that without noun we cannot open our mouth, forget about speaking or writing anything, and therefore it is noun plays very important role. Again another, I went to the grocery store, and here grocery store, grocery noun, here across the street. Here we find I went to the grocery store across the street. It means the grocery store, here we find store and grocery, both are noun. Head noun is a store and the classifier is grocery. So you see hardware store, that is very called so grocery store, stationery store, yes, but all these are classifiers. In school bus, town bus, bus is there. School bus, town bus, office bus, here city bus, etc. And private bus, government bus is there. All these are classifiers to classify the head noun. And yes, therefore, the gal in the blue frock, and since you listen again another, in the blue frock, prepositional phrase, is my best friend, just like the woman with long hair. Similarly here, the girl in the blue frock is my best friend. So it means the girl who has put on a blue frock is my friend. So this is a very interesting idea. Here we find also a friend, frock, and here girl, these are nouns. And here we find the girl noun phrase, NP, noun phrase, and in the it is prepositional phrase. And here my best friend, again noun phrase, and head word is here friend. So we see with all this I conclude today's session, and here we have drawn the attention of our dear students in connection with the word classes and the significance of noun in different cases. And for more knowledge, we have to go to the another larger section, that is about complete idea about noun in subsequent classes. Thank you for being with me. Have a nice day. I wish you all the best.